Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport. Today, we're on a weird page, and there is a reason for that, because I got kind of curious, as did you guys. Now, again, apologies for the lighting. I actually don't think it looks that bad, but you know how I'm a bit of a perfectionist in this kind of stuff. It's going to be a bit of a bugger to fix this, because unfortunately, with the way that I set up my rig, it's in this corner behind this monitor is a tripod which is leaning forward, and then I have the ring light on top of the tripod, and then I've got a special, brass stick thing that screws in to make it higher and then lean forward slightly, and then the camera is actually mounted in the middle of the light, so it's quite a task to take this whole thing apart. So I might have to wait till the weekend so I can actually have a look and see what's wrong with it, but for now we're just gonna have to make do. So why are we on this screen? Well, it was provoked by this comment. Alright, I'm really curious now, how many times in a row in the last 8 seasons have you drawn Norwich in cups? It feels like 8, at least it feels like it. Well, I'll tell you this, we've played them 9 times so far in this save. So I've just fixed it so you can see the dates. So the first time we got them was, in February 2023. So we've basically, over the past 3 years, played them 5 times in cup competitions, which is crazy. FA Cup 5th round, lost an extra time 5-4. What a crazy game that was. Then later that year, in a different season, we got them in the EFL Cup quarter-final, where we went out on penalties 1-1. Frano Fazic in that one. John Gray got sent off. Then it took a little while. I think there was a season and a half later, we got them in the FA Cup 3rd round, and we drew 0-0 at Edgeley Park. Then in the replay, we were beaten 1-1 on penalties, because of course we were. And then finally this season, in the FA Cup 4th round, we smashed them 3-0 at Carrow Road, getting our first ever win over Norwich in a cup competition. I figured we'd have rivalries in this series, but I never thought that we'd develop a rivalry with Norwich City. It's a very strange one, but kill your canaries, I guess. The new club motto. Proud parent of Greg Stubbs. That's my boy. There you go. Okay, that's fine and all, but where did you get the face pack, Matt? It's happening. I'm getting the mug. The mug is happening. Right, now we've had a few games off camera, and we're coming back today for... Oh yeah, Manchester City. Finally, the game wasn't moved. Who knew? Who knew that was possible? I figured we'd end up playing it next season. So against Southampton away, we did a very professional job. They played not that dissimilarly to how they played against us in the first game this season, where they won 2-0 at the University of Bolton Stadium. But we actually got our chances this time, which was very nice. And we put in a similar performance to the 4-1 we got against them in the FA Cup. Liam Miller gave us the lead. Tala Kamaz made it 2-0. John Burton did get one back for Southampton, massively against the run of play, as was everything they did in this game. But thankfully, Morgan Roussel, both the centre-backs getting goals in this game, which was really nice, gave us a 3-1 victory. We're finding the goals now. We're defending set pieces way better. I've had them training defend set pieces, and I think that's made a huge difference as well. Still concede occasionally, but this was at least a striker. However, Pedro did go off injured in this game, and I actually can't remember what injury he got. Next up, we played City at the Etihad in the FA Cup, and it was always going to be a tough day for us, really. We tried to go out there and actually play a bit of football. We didn't set up with 2 DMs. We went with the 1, and in all honesty, we were actually not bad. I think 4-1 is a bit harsh on us. They had a lot of chances, but as you can see, we had a lot of opportunities in this game too, and I think we should have done better with some of these chances. Macmillan gave them the lead on 5 minutes, but we equalised through Josef Baiza. Things are going well. And then unfortunately, before half-time, Bernardo Silva scored, and then we got an own goal on the stroke of half-time, which did not help. And then Bernardo Silva got a free kick to add to the injury there. So an own goal and the free kick, direct one, going in. It could have been closer, frankly, and we could have had a few goals ourselves, so not the end of the world, but at least we're trying to be more proactive against these teams. It's a shame we don't get a cut run, but what can you do? And then at home to Newcastle, and it was, quite frankly, another one bites the dust. We are unbelievable at the moment. I thought we were going to drop points in this one, honestly, because the game was setting up in the first half, and it just looked very staley. There wasn't really a lot of chances. Suso was great for Newcastle, as you can see with his key passes. We looked okay. Our defenders were the main heroes of this match, frankly. They were the only players that really showered themselves with any glory, defending everything. Of course, Bruno Bridges was involved. More on him in a minute. But then we got a goal from Kamil Bednar. A free kick, a direct one, of course, because Pedro was missing through injury, was all that separated the two sides. But we were able to keep a clean sheet on the night and earn yet another 3 points. And this was a 1-0 this is a 1-0 I don't mind getting, because we didn't look that great and we had to grind it out. It's not like we had 25 shots or whatever and loads of chances. This was a very, very tight game. We came out with yet another victory. And well, there's no two ways about this. We're 6th in the Premier League, lads. It's actually happened. Leicester have fallen. I cannot believe how far Leicester have fallen. In fact, I want to check just how far, because at one point we were like 20 odd points behind Leicester, and now we're sitting 3 points in front of them. They must have fallen off a cliff. But as you can see now, we are 4 points clear into the European places. 6th is the maximum we could finish, but I really do think we've got a strong chance at finishing there, although we've got some tough games to come, so things could change, you know, but we're still doing a bloody good job so far, and I'm really, really pleased. I actually don't know how many games we've won in a recent pattern, but we're just winning everything at the moment. This second half of the year has been unbelievable. If we just had a better first half of the season, we could have been in Champions League contention, in all honesty, but hey, I'll take what we're getting, you know? You know, Pedro now has 16 goals in 27 Premier League matches, which is actually brilliant, and I think I've been too harsh on him in the past. I'm starting to come round, and he's starting to put these chances away as well, to be honest, so he deserves this. Also, just a quick side note on the Championship. Here's the league, as you can see, as things are going at the moment. But you might notice here, the second or third highest scorer in the league is a guy called Craig Palmer. Yeah, he's our player. He's on loan from us, and every team he's gone on loan to, he has scored goals for. Look, Barnet, he got 3 and 8. Bristol Rovers, he got 7 and 17. And now for Nottingham Forest, he's got 17 in 33. He's a goal every other game type of player. But what's more important about this, he's the third highest goal scorer in the Championship, playing for the bottom club. That is unbelievable. Just think what this guy could do playing for a team that are actually scoring more goals than they are. That really is incredible. Makes me think we've got a real player in Craig Palmer. When you actually look at his stats, I think he might actually have something for the future potentially, or certainly to be a really good player we could get some decent money for. He's worth 8.5 million. We got him for free. Right, I said there was more on Bruno Bridges. Now, I figured we'd do another little deep dive today. Now, this might not be in the main video. I might have to cut away and put another link. But if it's short enough, then I might well put it in the main video as well. So, why is Bruno Bridges performing the way he is? Let's try and figure out why. I figured that'd be a good idea for a little art project. So today we're away at Jurgen Klopp's Manchester City, who are dominating the league. They're pretty much going to win it. As you can see there, they were a point clear, but they also have 3 games in hand over a United side that broke the Premier League points total record last season, and they're not even going to come close to that this year. That is crazy. And down at the bottom you can see, I think there's a good chance that they're not going to break the record of last year. They're still going to be bloody awful, but they might just get about to sort of 28 points, maybe? I think they'll probably get to about 26. I think a point a game for these sides. They generally pick up at this time of the year. So, obviously players needing rests again because the games have come thick and fast again. I have tried to give some rest sessions instead of some of the training stuff just to try and freshen things up, but it's difficult when the games come thick and fast, and this game's been rearranged so many times. So I might drop out Roussel, but not Kanmaz, because I just feel like he's got slightly better match injury risk, and that's what I'm really worried about. Makengo's going to come back in, and what a player to bring in. In all honesty, Kubat's done alright, but I think I'm actually prepared to bring in David Mello because he is back now and he's ready to go, frankly. Abasolo, Baisa, Miller, is Pedro back fit yet? I'm prepared to start him, but you have to remind me to take, well, not that I'm going to be listening, but you're going to have to remember, I'm going to have to remember to take him off. We've got some players on trials as well, but none of them are any good anymore. Gone are the days of us being able to do that, unfortunately. So City line up like this. Voss, obviously, Macmillan is a new boy. They've just signed from a Scottish club. I think it was Motherwell for like 17 million. He's quality. So, Baisa, Pedro, Abasolo, Mello, Akwebu, Dyer, Bednar, Makengo, Talha, Bruno Bridges and Wilson. On the bench, Okoro, Miller, Davidson, Puimel, Dimitrov, Zemaria and Borlina. Let's have this. It's going to be difficult. We know that, but let's just try it. You never know. The players will be keen to avenge what happened, of course. But away at the Etihad, we lost here 4-1 in the Cup. Honestly, and that was playing this exact type of system. I would just like to see a tiny fractional better performance than that. Please don't concede a free kick straight off the start. Oh, I don't know why City didn't run in. I guess they were offside. It's not looking good here. We have been working on our set-piece delivery. A lot of teams are going to the edge of the box with these, and Voss all the way through, and Wilson forced to make a big save. Okay, a lot of teams doing that kind of corner against us lately, which is weird. Pellegrini, got to be careful. Oh, what a tackle from Makengo. Can he slip in the... Pedro should have been making a run there, really. Bednar, now he is. He's probably not going to get there, though. And no, not quite. But nice work. The reason I have Wilson as a sort of sweeper keeper at times is because he can do stuff like that with the ball at his feet. Abasolo, can he slip through for Pedro? Oh, yes! That is the goal that we've been not seeing so much, but now in the last few episodes, we've seen that a few times now. And Abasolo cutting across, slipping in Pedro, and now he's starting to get used to it. Maybe it's because he's starting to shed that PPM a little bit. I don't know. Point is, he's getting into good positions now, making those runs beyond, and he's finishing with his right foot, no less. It's 1-0 at the Etihad, and Pedro has the goal. Imagine if we won here. That would be surely us getting to Europe. Right, let's just calm it down a tad. Abasolo again, having a little run forward. Pedro's... Oh, look at this Bednar. Overlapping men in the box. Ah, nearly. Uh-oh, breakaway for City. Bridges needs to get into his position. Sane is already lost him. Sane's ball, Dybala's goal. And I think Bruno Bridges could have done a bit better on that one, in all honesty. He's up against Leroy Sane, which is tough, but he should be doing better here. Like, when this ball is lumped out wide, Bruno Bridges just seems to, I don't know, get caught in two minds, and Sane's already passed him before he knows anything about it, and City are almost immediately level on the night. It's going to be difficult here, we know that. Point is, though, we were able to score a goal, again, away at Manchester City, and that's a nice sign for us, really. And Pedro grabs another one for the season, which is always a good sign. Voss, oh, what a ball. Pellegrini! What a save from Wilson. That is a top-notch save. We should have done better defensively again, though. Just going to turn off work ball into the box and turn on whipped crosses. I've got to remember to turn that on normally. Here we go again. Still, we've got 60% possession at the Etihad. It's very weird. I'm a fan of it, because it's allowing us to open up a bit more. Bridges cutting all the way through here. Pedro. Oh, I was hoping he could slip it through. Bruno Bridges! Akwebu. Oh, it's around the side for Bisa. Blocked. And it's offside. But Bruno Bridges getting nicely forward there. Uh-oh. Dybala. Oh, wow! That's annoying. We conceded a free kick to Manchester City last time as well. This is just top draw. Oh, I mean, the goalkeeper maybe done a bit, but whoa, that's a bit frustrating, really. But there you go, it's City. Just realised we're on positive and not cautious. That's one thing I should have done. But now that we're on positive and actually have so much of the ball, I'm going to stick with it. Wilson looking out. Whoa. Unless Bisa could win it. He has, you know. Lovely work. Bisa. Pedro's got to make that run. He has. He's gone too deep, surely. Can he pull it back across for someone? He's got... What a piece of play from Pedro. He's scored again. It's 2-2 at the Etihad, and Pedro has mugged them off twice. Bisa with a wonderful... This is really nice counter-attacking play from the front three. This ball from Bisa, though, just to dink that in, but this touch from Pedro to go past the defender and put this into the bottom corner, that is wonderful forward play. 19 goals for the season now for Pedro, and we're back in the game. If nothing else, we are giving City a good game of football. They're creating some shots, but we're having some chances too, off of very little. Pedro now with a pair of goals in the first half. Well done, lad. Now remember, we have won at the Etihad before. We won 3-2 last season, in fact. So can it be done again tonight? If we were to win here, that would be something else. I don't think we will, but that's not the point. We're giving them a good game and showing them that we actually can compete. A little bit, at least. Pellegrini, well won by Makengo. Dyer picks it up. Akwebu, oh, look out wide for Abasolo. Here we go. And Abasolo, men running in. Whips it across. Oh, lovely ball. Pedro could knock someone maybe back in for Bednar. He's gone to the box. Dyer. Akwebu! Wonderful strike. Pellegrini, oh, we can slip it through. Dybala's in, and it's 3-1. Sorry, 3-2. That's just intricately good football from Manchester City on the edge of our area. Just a higher quality of player, and Dybala now has a hat-trick running from midfield. When we try to take Pellegrini out the game, because he's always been the danger man against us, suddenly someone else just pops up and does the job, unfortunately. It's a great piece of play from Dybala. It's 3-2 to Manchester City. It's going to be tough. Let's be fair. City have been the better side tonight, but we have still created a couple of things. Makengo, he's all the way through and he's hit the post there too. Well won by Bruno Bridges. Standing his ground. Nice ball as well. Abasolo could maybe pick someone out here. It's patience now. Akwebu. Oh, Abasolo wins it back. Oh, that's really poor. I think he's trying to back heel. Into the channel. Bruno Bridges is going to struggle. Makengo. Oh, nobody's picked up the right man. This is an easy goal for City. That was totally the defenders. They got in each other's way. Nobody quite knew who they were supposed to go after. Bridges couldn't make it into the space. And Makengo tried to go across to cover, but that left loads and loads of space. Bridges maybe could have, but he just didn't have the pace, as you can see. Makengo then hesitates, and, well, Bednar's never getting across. I mean, he nearly does get across there, but Abel Ruiz gets it. It's 4-2. Van der Meulen. It does appear that City are now starting to break away from us. Abel Ruiz, get across to him! Ooh. Right, changes. Pedro needs to come off because I said I would. Bednar's not had the best game either, actually. And neither's Bruno Bridges, unfortunately. It seems that his big main mentality just wasn't quite enough today. Akwebu's free kick. Oh, Bruno Bridges picks it up. I mean, it's not been an embarrassing performance by any stretch. We scored 2 goals away at Manchester City. Not many teams can say they've done that, frankly. Okoro. Can he get a ball through for someone? He might. Melo's in! Oh, well saved by Everson, and another chance there comes towards the end. We've still created some good opportunities against Manchester City today. That has to be said, and Leicester have won, which is a pain in the arse. Although, frankly, it's Newcastle really we're worried about now. In fact, Leicester have scored 3 goals from the 86th minute onwards. Dimitrov, can he find a ball in? He might. Bisa? Dimitrov? Dimitrov can still find a cross. Finds Talha. Ball in. Miller! Saved by Edison at the back post. I still think that was a fairly solid performance in places. Just a little bit. They've just undone us with good attacking play in the end. We still created some decent opportunities and Pedro took 2 of them. It's Manchester City. They're top of the league and incredible at the moment. I think it would have been crazy for us to get anything, but Bruno did not have a good game, unfortunately. So there we have it. We're still 6th place at the moment. Newcastle do have a game in hand, though. And they could technically leapfrog. Well, no, they couldn't actually, but they could close that gap down, as could Huddersfield and Chelsea. So there's a lot of teams in this battle at the moment, and we've got a really difficult run in. I still don't think we're going to finish in the top 7. But the fact that we're even in this conversation, to me, says a lot about the way we've played towards the second half of the year. And as long as we can keep playing like this, I think we'll be definitely in with a chance next season. And you never know what could happen, because this is FM after all. So next episode is going to be the final episode of the season, and I'm going to do a double live com with a few games off camera too. That way you can sort of see a bit more of the run-in, because we've got Everton, Arsenal, Huddersfield and Man U. We've actually got 4 yeah, 4 away games as well in our last 6 matches, which is going to be difficult for us. It really is. But you're going to see the final 2, West Brom and Chelsea away. Chelsea away could honestly be the decider as to whether we get European football or not. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, despite the defeat, the fact is we're still in incredible form at the moment, and hopefully we can pick it up, and this won't hopefully ruin our morale. I mean, the last time we had a big defeat didn't really do much to that, so hopefully we can pick ourselves up again. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like. Not for me, for the YouTube algorithm. Just pushes me up, helps more people find the channel, basically. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'll be awesome as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for the final episode of the season. Double live com, West Brom and Chelsea. Can we do it? Do you think we'll get into Europe or not? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.